I'd like you now to welcome back on the stage, Kirthy.
How many of you have traveled here to Asia or China, Japan? Oh, wow, good mom, cool. I like China. The food's great, but every time I get a trip to China, I'm a bit like worried, I would say, because for me, when I go to China, the problem is as soon as I land in China, and for me being the second most largest population on the planet, I feel like a minority. I don't like that. And then the next week I had a trip to Korea. I thought, okay, China, handle that, maybe Korea better. So I went to Korea, and this time they ordered chicken feet. They said, would you like some chicken feet? It's also a Korean delicacy. It's like, you Asians, don't you have something special? So, chicken feet, right? And I said, I don't want to eat chicken feet. He said, you feel like chicken feet for chicken feet. I never seen anybody use an analogy before. Chicken feet for chicken feet. It's only you can do in China and Korea. So he said, I'm not going to have chicken feet. I said, I'm not. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Like, fine. They said, but we're going to give you a lot of food, and there has to be something that you have to eat. Otherwise, this deal, the business deal, is not going to work. And the boss like, do as they say. You know, what the heck? I said, I'm not going to eat chicken feet. They're like, all right, fine. Tomorrow we'll give you something and we'll see. So the next day, they say, oh, we're going to give you a Korean specialty. I'm like, what's the Korean specialty? It's a live octopus. Why is it live? Is it like on Windows Live? I can chat with it before they kill it. Like, why is it live? They said, no, it's a special Korean thing. Anytime a foreigner comes to Korea, they eat a live octopus. And then they explained it. They said, it's a tiny baby octopus. You eat it, it goes in your throat, you know, and you have to kill it with your mouth. And I was like, but why do you have to go such measure? Like, why don't you just take a knife and kill it first and then give it to me? You know? They're like, nah, but it's all about, it's an experience. I'm like, yeah, I know I want experience, but not everything. And I said, no, you really have to eat it. You have no option. I said, you know what? I have an option. Bring on the chicken feet. I had the chicken feet. I was like, fine. Live. Because in my head, I kept thinking, they told me, you know, you could die if you have live octopus. I was like, you're not really selling this to me, are you? They said, yeah, because, you know, sometimes you don't really kill the octopus in your mouth because you dip it in sauce, so it's really dead, and then you kill it further in your mouth, because if you don't, it's going to keep its tentacles on the throat, and it's going to hold it. And you can't breathe, you're going to choke. And you can't really take it out, because this guy's got stuff, that suction cups, you know, like James Bond uses in his movies. Like. And I was like, how terrible would that be if I die by eating an octopus? Like, imagine that. Like, I wouldn't mind dying like as peacefully. I would die like a hero, like I saved somebody's life and I died, like brilliant. I would like, but my parents would be so sad. They find, oh, he died. Why died? He ate an octopus. And then my mom would be like, it wouldn't happen if you were Hindu. So then I said, no, I'm not gonna have the live octopus. The next day, they're like, oh, this is getting fun, right? So these guys, they bring another recipe. They say, oh, it's warm, silkworms, and you eat them. They're like actually a cocoon, and you eat them. And they were like, oh, it's really a delicacy. And the guy's already putting his hands going. And at that time, as soon as I saw that, the first thing that came in my head was, bring on the live octopus. I'll fight this guy. I'll chew him to death. I'll do it. I'll do my best. You know, crush him. I know some Indian, you know, ninja moves. I'll do that. It's like, for me, Anderson is. This is what I learned when I went to Asia. I found out that they eat everything. So for me, it's like I've always seen poverty. I've seen poverty in China. I've seen it. I've seen poverty in, you know, Japan, Korea. I've heard of it too. But I never heard starving people in Asia. That's the first thing that came in my head. Have you ever heard of a starving Chinese going, I don't have anything, you're just going to eat a scorpion, it's fine. For me, it's like Africa, India, these starving countries should learn from these guys. You get no food, eat the insects. People can eat it, so You know, if Chinese people emigrate to Africa, you got restaurants all over, scorpions taking great business.